boys, but we got the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And here's Davis to run again on second.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on the first down. Gone. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. The Lions at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to him, we're on a nice run here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barton. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we've known coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball,
You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's Davis on the counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and up and force the incompletion.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
David Ojabo running in to take him down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember, of course, to keep an eye at the bottom of your screen. The ticker is always there, giving you updates on Week 7 of the NFL season. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. To throw is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. From the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The first down carry for Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, You just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that made him save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Another rough drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw, gone. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking for more there on first down,
but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Goff on first down. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6.
17. Hold on. Check.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now it's gone. A dump off for Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Davis will try to run for it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
A great effort there. As the first...
have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. And it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. Separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
And here's Davis to run again on second.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Here's Jackson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. They get 14 back, but it leads now to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Jackson will throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off play action. Here's Goff.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 24.
76 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 12, Goff.
They'll drop this off for Davis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this one is is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
he will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Brings up second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, Davis.
And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it. They stop him short. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 34-yard
Up the middle to Davis. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Davis running left. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now a handoff to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
180 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams
from 17 yards out.
And the Lions put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you start to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Jackson.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, All you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to